Hey you, what up? Welcome to the channel. Maryam here, and today I am very excited because I am about to review a product that I am so excited for. Probably the most exciting product for me from Pixi. It is actually their new On The Glow base, which is a skin tint stick or a stick foundation of sorts. It's supposed to be buildable. It's been all over social media. I've seen it on the TikToks, I've seen it on IG Reels, I've seen it on the gram, and it looks so satisfying. Seeing those videos is actually what made me want to reach out and grab it. I'm usually not that type of girl, but today I am that girl. Finally got my hands on it, so today I'm gonna do a review. A full thorough review as always, wear test, the details, the close-ups, everything that you want from me and more. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Subscribe if you aren't already, notification bell. Pixi On The Glow base, aka skin tint stick or foundation moisture stick review, how to, verdict, and wear test. Let's go. All right, so first of all, let's go over all of the details. You are probably familiar with this if you are a Pixi fan. You've probably seen it. You are probably familiar with this deodorant-like applicator. This is how much product we're getting in this skin tint stick or foundation moisture stick. It is $20. There are 18 shades altogether. It's supposed to be a radiant finish, good for you ingredients, buildable type of sheer foundation product or skin tint product. And from the looks of it, it appears very promising. I just love the way that everyone's been applying it. It looks like it glides on like butter. It looks like it covers everything, but in the most natural, most beautifying type of way. So that's kind of why I'm excited for it. Of course, I come prepared as always with my notes. This is a buildable tinted balm that blurs texture and evens out skin tone. Radiant finish, like I said, 18 shades, 20 bucks. Also, this is 19 grams or 0.6 ounces. So that's quite a bit of product actually. Vegan, cruelty free, made in the United States of America. And if you're familiar with Pixi, then you've probably already heard of the On The Glow blush, similar concept. On The Glow bronze, also the highlighter. I have all of those products, but I would say the On The Glow blush is probably my favorite one, especially the pH tinted one. It is just so cute. It's so pink and the color is just so flattering. So I'm hoping this would be amazing for me. Also, it is packed with ceramides, superfood berries, antioxidants, fruit oils to hydrate and condition the skin. And I wouldn't be me if I didn't go into the actual ingredients. I did look all of them up, and I will call out just 3 ingredients that are often labeled as non-comedogenic, but they are actually kind of low on the comedogenic scale. So if you are acne prone like me, these might potentially raise a tiny little flag for you. But like I said, these are low on the comedogenic scale and they are often labeled as non-comedogenic. But I just have to call them out because I'm me and I'm acne prone. So let's go. Caprylic triglyceride is the first ingredient. Castor seed oil is the second ingredient. And then sea buckhorn fruit oil is the third. So for me personally, I know that the sea buckhorn fruit oil doesn't do anything to my skin. Well, I should say doesn't do anything negative to my skin. I've tried many products with this particular ingredient and it never seems to irritate my skin. The caprylic triglyceride is a very, very common ingredient. And I believe that one is like a 1 on the comedogenic scale. So just wanted to, let you know in case you're like me and want to know. Let's see, what else do I have here? 18 shades, like I said, and I highly encourage you guys to go on the Pixi website for the breakdown of all the shades. In my possession right now, I have 2 shades. Shade Honey, which is a medium tan, and also shade Beige, which is a medium neutral. So I'm going to swatch them, of course. Right now, I am wearing some concealer on my skin. This one, the ARMANI Luminous Silk Concealer shade 4.5. I am actually breaking out and I'm about to remove all of my concealer and reveal myself or expose myself. But first, I just wanted to show you some swatches. So this is shade Beige, again, medium neutral. Just gonna go ahead and do the satisfying thing. Oh, okay. That looks like a pretty close shade match. Okay, shade Beige. And now let's go ahead and do the same thing with shade Honey. Wait, where did it go? I think it might be time for a thumbnail face, Pixi. This is indeed quite satisfying. What am I doing? Wow, this feels actually super, super different from everything that I've ever tried. I can definitely see that the pigment is there, even in the swatch, and I can see that it is buildable because if you notice, the first time that I swiped, I didn't really see any color payoff, but then the moment that I rolled the product up or backwards, I saw a lot more pigment and a lot more coverage. From the looks of it, I can probably get away with wearing either beige or honey. I would probably highlight with beige, and I would probably do the perimeter of my face for like a natural contour with shade honey. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. But first, I'm going to remove all of this from my face, and I'm going to show you what we're working with. Micellar water in hand, cotton balls. Let's remove. So if you are new to my channel, you should know that I am an oily skin type. In fact, I am very oily and I am acne prone. So here we go. My skin right now has a lot of redness from the acne irritation. And also it flushes very easily whenever I rub it. I'm gonna need another cotton ball for this giant face of mine. So I have a nice horn right there and a couple of breakouts on my forehead, which I typically don't break out on my forehead, but this time I am. So, you know, I'm having a moment. So because this is supposed to be a skincare fusion type of base product, it's supposed to be a very easy, radiant, on the go, on the glow type of product. For me, this is an ideal product for me to put on for when I need to be out the door quickly, perhaps when I'm running errands or if I'm going to the gym and I want to be a little bit more put together. So for that reason, I typically don't usually reach for a primer. So I want to apply this the same way that I would for that particular instance. Just straight from the tube. I'm going to go in with shade beige first. I'm going to add this kind of to the center all over. I really do like this applicator because although it is wide, it is also very narrow. So it can easily get into all those crevices, like between the brows, above the brows, around the nose. And now I'm going to go for shade honey for a bit of a natural contour. It really does glide like butter. It feels extremely, extremely balmy, but not oily. I would say this definitely has a little bit of tack. So it feels like one of those tacky primers. Wow, I kind of love the way that just took care of my massive red spots. So now that I've applied it kind of heavily, kind of all over, I'm just gonna use this brush and I'm gonna see what happens if I just stipple it in and blend it all over. So what's cool is that the finish of this is actually very, very dewy. It is indeed very radiant, so not matte like a foundation. This actually feels a lot more like skincare than it does makeup. However, I definitely see that there's a perfecting aspect to this formula, and it's definitely given me that little bit of radiance and a lot of glow. Like, this is extremely glowy. It looks very, very dewy. If my skin was good right now, this would probably be the best no makeup ever. Kind of like a hack. You really can't tell that I'm wearing makeup. Obviously, the coverage is very, very light. I would say sheer, but it is buildable. And the only way I can show you that is by building on top of these spots. If you have dry skin, if you have mature skin, I think this product might be your best friend. I can definitely tell that this would be just incredible on drier skin types. Even if you have combination skin, and combination skin is usually center oily or T-zone oily and the outer perimeter being dry. Even if you have that type of skin, I feel like you can get away with this and it would just balance out your face and the texture and the tone of your skin so nicely. For me, because I am oily, I am gonna use a little bit of help from this concealer. Same concealer I've been wearing. Just gonna add a couple of dots here and there. Literally, this would be the face that I would wear to the gym. Okay, just to conceal, but I don't want to conceal too much because I still want it to look very, very approachable and very fresh. Like, I just drenched my skin in skincare, and this is definitely giving that. So I'm going to use the back of this brush, just blend out my concealer. Boom, boom, boom. I actually cannot wait to wear this to the gym tomorrow and give you a real life, real time type of wear test. I may even do some check-ins, we'll see. But I'm going to apply it the exact same way tomorrow morning. I'm going to head my butt to the gym and I'm gonna show you how it looks. Right now, I also have a lot of redness on my eyelids because whenever I go back to using my lash serum, my eyelids just develop this pigment, this like reddish brown pigment. And so I'm just concealing that real quick. And honestly, it's giving glass skin. I'm gonna show you a close-up. Check it out. It looks like I am drenched in skincare. It looks extremely, extremely dewy, borderline wet. I can tell that a lot of people would like this finish. Definitely not everybody, because some people definitely prefer a more mattified look. But if you are looking for that glassy type of glow, this is probably the glassiest glow that you can achieve with something that also gives you some coverage. Just gonna hide that zit a little bit better. And then, because I'm oily, of course I have to set my face. I'm not gonna set my entire face because I still want that glassiness to shine through. I mean, that's why I am excited for this product, because I haven't really seen anything like it out there. But I obviously don't want to be silly, and me being very oily, I want this to last. So of course, I'm going to set the under eye because it is a movable area. I'm going to set the area around my nose because that's a very oily area on me. I'm gonna set my pore zones, also my lids in between my brows, and just a bit of the center of the forehead. I do have a couple of those breakouts here, so I don't want them to be reflecting back. I want them to be mattified. But you can obviously still see the dew when I turn from side to side. And that is what I want. I want that dew. All right, one more close up with the powder this time. And check it out. Now this is what I'm talking about. A little bit of powder in strategic areas did wonders for my skin. This is what I was going for. It looks completely natural, but very, very modern and very flattering. Even in this crazy iPhone footage, which literally I am inches away from the screen. So you can see into my future. So you could see into my past. That's how close I am. But honestly, I'm not scared. I'm not scared. This is what I was going for. This is what I was looking for. And the only thing left to do is honestly that wear test. I'm gonna do some check-ins. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna see how this withstands sweat, tears. I was gonna say sex, drugs, and rock and roll, but you get the drill. Let's cue in that good old time warping music for those check-ins and for that wear test. All right guys, first check-in, natural light in front of a window in my staircase. This is what the skin looks like. Very, very natural, glowy, not too makeup-y. Definitely looks more like skincare rather than makeup. I am off to the gym. Let's go. All right guys, check-in and wear test at the gym, up close and personal. I am currently at the gym upstairs. There's a skylight right above me. So this is overhead light, and this is what the skin is looking like after 2 hours of being at the gym. Granted, today was a weight training day and not a cardio day, so I didn't really sweat much. I did sweat, however, and this is the skin. You can kind of see the parts that I powdered down, specifically under my eyes. You can see that that's still a little bit matte. Everything else is very dewy, but I will say that the skin tint or moisture stick got a chance to kind of marinate with my skin, and it is looking, I gotta say, even better than when I first applied it on. It looks very natural. This is glass skin at its best. And if my skin was perfect at the moment, if I didn't have all these breakouts on the side, this would probably give me an even better result. So far, I am into it. This is exactly what I was looking for, something that's giving me a very modern, dewy kind of finish. So I am happy with the result, and I am excited for it. So here we go. Final look. Let me know what you guys think. I definitely like it. I recommend it. And with that, I'm going to end this video. I am going to thank you guys so much for watching. Zooming on out, inviting you to check out more of my videos over here. Peace out. I'm out. Deuces.